It's a scary thing to tell yourself a lie that I'm that close to God and I don't have a burden for souls. And Jesus was saying to the disciples, you know the law, but you don't care about souls. You know the law. You don't want these people to be healed. You just want to sit up there in your pompous churches, in your synagogues, and play the game and wear the titles and act like you got it all together while people die and go to hell. And at the end of the day, we want to talk about somebody. We want to talk about that girl that got pregnant out of wedlock. We want to talk about people who have identity struggles, who are suicidal because they don't know what to do with their sexual orientation. We want to talk about people who are going through addictions and going through stuff in their life, even in the church. We want to sit up in here and kill each other and beat each other to death rather than to give people the same grace and mercy we want. And then we're going to shout. Are we really what we think we are? Do we really have the unmitigated gall and arrogance to point our finger at somebody else when there are four pointing back at us? Do we still have the unbridled pride and nerve to look our nose down on another sister and brother that has fallen prey to the enemy and think that it is okay to talk about them, laugh about them, put them down, and call ourselves saved? I'm so glad that Jesus didn't hang out in the church, that he hung out in the trash piles, that he hung out where people are hurting, people are dying, been abused, been raped, raised without a father, raised without a mother, gone through hell and back. And the only thing they can do is try to come in here and live up to us. Try to meet our standards that we set. And when they don't do it, we make them feel twice as bad as they did before they came to the church. Is God going to let us go to heaven? Are we so sure we're going to make it? Are you that sure you're going? When last time you witnessed to somebody? I know I'm going too long today, but my heart is heavy. When last time you took somebody and say, let me take you to lunch? Jesus loves you. Doesn't matter what you've done. Don't matter what you're going through. Christ is your answer. Don't put yourself under pressure to stop doing this and stop doing it. Just come to Jesus. Just as you are. Come with all your problems. Come with your pain. Come with your hurt. Come with your history. Come with your stuff. God ain't upset. He loves you just like you are. And his grace is sufficient to keep you until you get it together. How many glad in here God's grace kept you? And you still ain't got it all together, but you better now than you ever been because God kept you. And it was not any goodness of your own. How many of us really, how many of us really feel like we fit to preach? How many of us really feel like we're worthy in our own ability to lift our hands and utter the name of God out of our mouths? How many of us really feel like we got it that much together that we got the nerve to look down on somebody else? Help us, God. The church is in trouble. We're in trouble. We're in trouble because we don't love sinners anymore. We don't take our light to the place where people need it. We're judgmental. We're mean. We're nasty. Not too long ago, a person came to this church, told me one of my leaders rolled their eyes and wouldn't speak. Sad that people don't get the same opportunity you got. How are you going to walk by somebody and just treat them mean and nasty? We need to be saved. I'm convinced we need to be saved. And every now and then we need to tell the Lord, save me all over again. Take me back to the place where my heart was tender, where it hurt me to see somebody hurt, where it broke my heart to see somebody lost. And now I don't even pray. I don't even say a kind word. But I can speak in tongues. I can quote scriptures. And people are dying. People sitting right beside you today dying, and you don't even know. You don't care. How? You got it together. Your family ain't in all that much trouble. You got a little money, you got a few cars, and things are going good. But the heart of God is hurting because we have gone so far away from what really counts. And that's the heart and the soul of a man and woman that Jesus died on the cross for and shed his. I'm sorry. But I can't let you leave this place today feeling good about who you are and where you are, when all of us know that most of us don't give a fart about what really counts. Send a revival, God. Help us to repent. Help us to yield ourselves to you so you can do in us and through us. You saved us, God. You saved us from death. Some of us should have been dead. Some of us should have been paralyzed. Some of us should have lost everything we have. But because of his mercy and his grace, he kept us. And now we sit here like we've done everything right. We need to be saved. We need to be saved. Save us, Lord. Anybody feel like I feel? Make it to this altar and just begin to pray all over this room. Just make it to this. Don't wait for somebody else. God, save us again.